you know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at your first card. This is your environment. The Queen of Wands. So to me, she represents a fire sign. Could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, sun, moon, or rising. This could also be the essence of a fire sign, who is passionate about their work. They, they're the go-go signs. They like to take action. So this might be an inspiring time for you at the beginning of the second part of the month of May. We're coming out of Mercury retrograde. I'm actually doing this on the last day of Mercury. Actually, I think it goes direct today. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be feeling lighter and inspired. Yeah, a lot of you, you're ready for things to take off. You're ready for newness. It's, for some of you, felt a little bit like I would say like a tornado. You know how a tornado is like you're calm, but everybody else around you is, or everything else around you feels like it's disheveled and moving. There's so many moving parts, and maybe you too have felt that way. And which moving part should you stick with? What type of work do you want to do, or where do you want to live? And it's been a source of questions for you over the last couple of months, possibly since the beginning of the year, but I'm really feeling February, March, and April. Good old April with all of the changes that we had. So you're ready to fly. You're ready for inspiration. I do see a person that does inspire you. This is someone that you get information from, and I'm not necessarily feeling that they are a fire sign. They could be, but you seek information from them, and I feel like they could seek it from you as well. Some of you that live in forested areas, I'm getting quite a bit of that, meaning that, and a little bit of a chill. So high winds, possibly, uncommon weather patterns that may be coming up for you. Also, those of you who live in wooded areas, it might be that you sometimes see, or even, in your backyard, or if you live in an area that, you can go to the green belt, or take a nice walk amongst some trees. I feel like some of you are getting ready to see or have seen some unusual animals that you don't normally see, and you're wondering if these are your totem animals or if they mean something to you. So I would highly suggest that if you do see, say like I don't know, what did I see the other day? It wasn't a porpoise, but porpoise is coming up. So that would be more like the beach. But any unusual animals, some of you might see coyotes or foxes or that, but it feels like that's important for you to see at this point. For some reason, the meaning of the animal is important. A lot of you have been feeling like you've been climbing stairs. It could be that you have stairs in your house, or that in your building that you have to climb a lot of stairs to get to your office. Most office buildings have elevators, but I'm just saying maybe you do it for good health. It could be a physical thing. It could also be, too, that you feel like you're having to climb the etheric ladder to success. Okay, so that very well could be that you want to move towards the opportunities of life, and you want for them to set in and take footing. And so that's what I get from this Queen of Wands. As I'm doing this, my intuition, as well as I'm looking into my crystal. So that's your environment right now, or let's say mid-May, the Queen of Wands. So let's take a look at your challenge card, and this is the Two of Wands. So you have 2 wands, Aquarius, in your reading. So this is about your work, some of it. It feels like it is. The birth of new ideas, the birth of projects, moving forward, getting them going. The Two of Wands represents to me setting forth a new venture and or partnering with someone that inspires you. Okay. And that you inspire them. And I think I said that a minute ago. So I think that for some of you that there is another person who wants to join forces with you. It also could be that you are taking new classes to learn new skills to put on top of what you're already doing, and you're communicating with others in doing so. It could be a Facebook group. It could be, that's part of the online course. They have a Facebook or community group, which would be cool, and you're talking with others. There's a wide range of opportunity. Now, this is your challenge position. So the challenge could be that some of you are feeling a bit overwhelmed, but it doesn't feel like, to me, it's too much for you to handle, Aquarius. I feel like that you can do it, you can handle it. It's one step at a time. It's one instructional class at a time. It's one lesson at a time, or it's marketing and promoting yourself one step at a time. But it feels like sometimes you're like, oh, wow, there's so much I want to accomplish, and how do I put all this into place? It's more about putting it down on paper, getting it out of your head space and putting it down on paper. I feel like that would be good for you. And just looking at it that way, possibly have another person take a look at it with you, someone whom you trust and who you feel like is supporting you and has your back, and get their suggestions and their ideas. So again, not feeling too overwhelmed, because I do feel like that, this particular card and some of the cards in this deck have the wreaths, and the wreaths are always celebration to me. So it always means that there's victory in the air. It's just a matter of you're pinning down those certain points that you want to make evident. There's particular points for some of you, like if you would do a PowerPoint presentation. And not that I'm saying that you are going to do that, but just think of one. Okay, the dot, and then this is 3, 4, 5 word point I want to make. So getting that out of your head, putting it on paper to be able to market yourself. It's just a matter of doing that. All right. The third card is the same as the Chariot card. It's called the Battle Wagon in this particular deck. And because it resonates with being able to move past hurdles. So this is in your unexpected position. Being able to move past blocks, hurdles. It also could mean travel as well. A lot of readers see this as a very positive card. I do too, because I feel like it's moving you forward. So the unexpected could be that you have a chance to go on a weekend trip, go on a much needed vacation. But I'm feeling for some of you that this is not only a vacation, but this is to learn more, where you can be with other like-minded peoples, like-minded individuals. It may be a relative's house. I'm getting, for some reason, the word aunt for some of you. So that could be your mother or father's sister's house. And I feel like with where she is, and it could be she and her family, that this is very much a warm, safe, comforting place for you. Leave in the comments below if it's not, but or if it's somewhere else other than an aunt's house. But I feel like some of you are going to do some traveling this particular end of May. And of course, here in the U.S., we have Memorial Day. But I don't feel like it's just because of that. I feel like there's something connected, something that's spiritually connected with this particular trip. Okay, let's see what else. I feel like some of you are wanting to reach the quote unquote Garden of Eden. That's not really, it's funny because what I want to say and what's coming out of my mouth are two different words. So let's just say this: the garden of health, the garden of opportunity. You want to see the sweet part of your life, and you're ready for that. And I think an opportunity comes up for you guys in May that allows you to feel more relaxed, feel in sync with where you are in life, happiness, joy, possibilities coming up. Yeah, okay, let's see what else. Just, as you know, I'm looking in my crystal here. Yeah, some of you being around water, the beach, I'm seeing like dolphins, starfish, even that type of fish. Oh gosh, what was the name of it? A stingray. So be careful of that. You don't want to be near a stingray, but that's what this visual looks like. So to me, it maybe that's it. Maybe that's just a caution, not to go too far out in the water if you are near a beach area. Remember the guy that from Australia several years ago that was stung by one, and it just happened so quickly. But I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm not trying to be negative or trauma, any of that. I'm just saying that's what came up. So to me, what it really reminded me of is saltwater fish. Any of you all that might be thinking about purchasing, if you have a water sign, which could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and purchasing a fish tank for relaxation, that would be awesome. So I feel like you are you're going to get news of an opportunity that feels like you're growing, you're moving forward, as this card says. And the last card, the outcome, is the Nine of Chalices. Well, I mean, what better card could be in the outcome card? I guess, the Sun card could be, or maybe Wheel of Fortune, but really the Nine of Cups, that's the wish card. So wishes coming true. She has her crystal ball, and she has all these cups up here. So whatever you've been wanting to change, or whatever you've been wishing for, your new moon intentions, and it could be about your health, it could be about your finances, it could be about your work, getting more clients, a promotion. Let's see here what I'm getting. Well, I do feel like that for some of you. I do feel like that there is, my dog is over there moaning. I do feel like for some of you that you're receiving accolades, or going to receive accolades for work well done. Those of you who are in the service area who work with others, whether you're therapists, counselors, holistic practitioners, because I'm seeing a lot of pink. This is rose quartz. So I'm seeing a lot of this color, and this is for universal love. So I feel like the services that you're giving out, you're being acknowledged for. Some of you, let me know in the comments below, but some of you, I'm seeing a large totem animal. I was speaking of that earlier, that has a lot of strength. So this to me could mean like a bear, and it doesn't have to be a totem animal, but I'm seeing a bear, and I don't feel like it's a physical bear. I feel like it's ethereal, meaning, or etheric, meaning that you're feeling strong. You're all your senses. You know how well bears smell, and they survive. They hibernate in the winter, but they certainly come out in the spring and summer. And I feel like that's what you're doing, is you're coming out of hiding, or you're coming out of a stage of staying quiet. And maybe the stage, in two different words, you're going to be on a stage, or you're going to be giving a class. I feel like some of you are excited about this. You're going to see feel accolades from others and feel acknowledged. And again, maybe you're on a stage, or you're giving a class, or you're you're in a group that's saying, wow, your work is awesome. You have clients that come to you and they want to refer you. You have a boss at work that's saying, wow, you're doing great. We want to promote you. You have a spouse or partnership that is very delightful and you enjoy them. You all possibly take some time together. So there's definitely some wishes coming up for you, Aquarius. That's awesome. Okay, let's pull a couple of cards. Yeah, because the clarification cards are the Eight of Swords. Like I was saying earlier, some of you have felt like things have been stagnant. You've been tied and bound, and I can't move forward. But I feel like with this card, she's leaning in towards the Chariot card basically, and he's unbound and ready to go. Well, and then the World Tree comes up, which is the Universe card in traditional tarot. And that's the last of the major arcana. That means that you have learned a lot of life lessons. If you feel enlightened, you are coming to a place where you're starting to understand the growth that you've gone through, the lessons you've been through, and what all you've learned has made you, even if it's been tough, and for some people it's been very tough, but it's made you stronger. It's made you more discerning, happier, and more peaceful with where you are. Because I think for a lot of you, what you felt like you wanted was not particularly what turned out to be 2 or 3 months ago, if that makes sense. So that's awesome. I'm loving getting the World Tree for a clarification card. I'm going to add these up. This is the Queen's 1, and then 2 is 3, 7 is 10, and 9 is 19. And 1 and 9 is, of course, 19 is 1. You add those up together, they become 10 and then 1. And 1 means self. 1 means I can do it. It's the color red in numerology. And with a chakra, it's either red or black. So you may want to work on that first chakra. Okay? And then in the major arcana cards, the 19 is the Sun card. Well, that's funny because I was talking about the Sun card earlier, that what better card could be in this position, the outcome position, than the Nine of Chalices. I said, well, the Sun card could be, that could be. Well, these add up to 19, and 19 is the Sun. So success, achievement, harmony. It's not a card of easy or unearned wealth, but job well done.